What would happen if the apocalypse death planet Nibiru smashed into Earth? There are a lot of very important issues to worry about in the world right now. So you might find it a wee bit surprising that some people are getting nervous about the prospect of a non-existent planet Nibiru whacking into Earth, of course. We're glad to report there's no chance of impact, because if this apocalypse death planet really was going to collide with our world, we'd have seen it by now. The latest fears were prompted by David Mead, who said the apocalypse would happen on April 23rd when Nibiru hits us and kills every human on the planet. Thank goodness, then, that this isn't going to happen. But even though we're not going to be wiped out in a carve-up of cosmic proportions, it's nice to imagine what might happen if a huge planet crashed into our own. If you're an evangelical Christian, you might believe that Nibiru was going to have a metaphysical effect on our planet. Some believe the impact will bring about the rapture, when the souls of Christians, both dead and alive, will be taken up into heaven. To get a more scientific perspective on what might happen, we turn to research examining the effect of asteroid impacts. Charles Bardeen, of the National Center for Atmospheric Research in Boulder, Colorado, said a 1-kilometer wide space rock would a very severe global impact if it hit Earth, although it probably wouldn't wipe out humanity. An asteroid of this relatively tiny size would throw vast amounts of dust and ash into the air and also cause wildfires to erupt, sending even more soot and smoke into the atmosphere. In the worst-case scenario, the debris could linger in the atmosphere for up to 10 years and block out sunlight, causing temperatures to drop and crops to fail as a mini ice age grips Earth. These would not be pleasant times, Bardeen said. Chicxulub, the space rock which wiped out the dinosaurs, was believed to be between 10 to 15 kilometers, 6.2 to 9.3 miles, wide. Planets are much bigger. Mars, for instance, is 6,779 kilometers wide. If a planet of this size were to hit Earth, the results would be catastrophic. A glancing blow would send the surviving remains on radically different orbits, which could see them crash into other planets, fall into the sun, or even be catapulted out of our solar system. This collision would probably generate so much heat that the oceans boil. If it was a head-on collision, the planets would be reduced to rubble and form another asteroid belt encircling the sun. Some scientists really do believe there is a hidden night planet, which could cause a whole lot of mischief in years to come. Astronomers from York University recently said that it would cause a death dance of the planet when the sun starts to die in around 7 billion years. If the so-called Planet 9 is real, it could prevent the larger planets from being blasted to a safe distance where the sun blows away half of its own mass and inflates itself, swallowing the Earth, before fading into an ember known as a white dwarf. This would probably end with either Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune being pushed out into interstellar space. Dr. Dimitri Veras said, "The existence of a distant massive planet could fundamentally change the fate of the solar system. So what if Nibiru doesn't hit us but merely flies past?" Conspiracy theorists fear this will flip the magnetic poles of Earth, cause huge earthquakes, and basically ruin everything here on our lovely blue planet. Astronomer Mike Brown has other ideas. In a blog post, he wrote, "We know enough about magnetic fields that we can quickly calculate that if, against all odds, the planet really did exist, a swing by would do absolutely nothing to the Earth's magnetic field. If there really was a planet headed our way, you should be very, very afraid. Luckily, there's not. So have a nice weekend, everyone."